Hello guys, welcome to my channel techbooster. So in this video I'm going to explain one of the fundamental concept of OOPS using Java, and this concept is called method overriding. So what is method overriding? So method overriding in Java is a feature that allows a subclass, means a child class which is a child to some parent class exactly, to provide a specific implementation of a method that is already defined in its superclass, or we can say parent class. So the overridden method in the subclass should have the same name, return type and parameters as the method in the parent class. Then it is said to it is said that it is method being overridden. So these are the primary prerequisites, that name, return type and parameters as defined in the subclass should be same as defined in the superclass method. So let's dive more deep into this. So what are the key points of this method overriding? So first point is like it should have the same method signature, means method name and parameter list must be exactly the same. So method name should be same, and whatever parameters being passed should be exactly same in terms of the number of arguments or parameters, and in terms of the type of those parameters. This is first prerequisite. Second prerequisite is like must the return type of the method being overridden from the subclass to the superclass should have the same return type. And third thing is the access level, means the subclass method which is providing an overriding, it should not be lesser accessible than the one it is already described into the parent class. I will like if parent method has a method which is suppose public, so when you are overriding this method into the subclass, so it should not be protected or private, because it will become lesser accessible. It should be more accessible. Third prerequisite is that only instance method can be overridden. So if that method in the parent class, if it is static or private, then it would not be overridden. So it will not allow any kind of overriding, because it should neither be static or nor private into the superclass. And one more thing which makes it a blocker for overriding, which that method into the parent class should not be final, because final methods cannot be overridden. Like uh, we already know that parent, if there is a final class, then we cannot subclass this class. So it is final thing applied to a class level. But if a method is applied a final method, then what happens, this method cannot be overridden into the subclass. So that will not allow us to override that final method. And sixth point is that overriding of annotation, like if you use the override annotation, then it is, though it is optional, but it will help you provide checks at the compile time itself, because it will, you are giving a hint to the compiler that this method is being overridden, so it will check all the things. Otherwise it will throw a compile time error, like it will all the checks like method signature is same or not, return type is same or not, access level is not more restricted, it should be lesser restricted, and it's not static private method. So if we provide at the root override annotation, so it will, these things will be checked at the compile time itself. So these are the prerequisites for method overriding. So now it's time to jump into some code and doing some coding and understand this kind of theoretical information in terms of writing some codes with some code bits and pieces. So let me open my IntelliJ IDEA. Okay, so I've already created this overriding demo class. So let me do one thing. Let me create a class animal. Suppose this is the animal class, and this animal class has one method, sound. Now I will provide IC implementation like animal makes a sound. So this is a parent class animal that I have created. Now I need to create a subclass. So class dog, which is a subclass which is extending this animal class. So now I am now going to override this sound method already present in the animal class. So what I will do is void sound. Now I will provide its implementation like dog barks. So now I have created one parent class animal which has a sound method, and now I've created a subclass which is extending the animal class. Sorry, this typo. Okay, now overridden this sound method. So I have provided its own specific implementation of this dog subclass, which is dog specific, which is dog barks. Now I have created let me create an instance of this class animal. Now, so animal a equal to new dog. So if I call this a dot sound method, so because this a is a, though it is a type of animal, but is actually storing a reference of subclass object, means dog. So its subclass sound method will be called. This is called covariance. So because superclass variable can hold the reference of a subclass instance variable itself. So that's why I created animal a equal to new dog. If I e dot sound, now let me run this code. Sorry. So you can see the output dog barks. So this is a perfect example. We can say that we have provided sound method which is having the same parameter type as I told in the this one, that same method signature and parameter list, though it is doesn't have any parameter list, but we can check with other things as well. And return time, both are having the same return type. Now let's do some experiment on the this thing, it has a public default. By default it is default accessibility. So now suppose I make it lesser accessible, because so suppose I try to make this subclass as a private method, it will throw some error. So you can, because this one you can see this is giving me error sound. Similarly, if I provide this sound method in the superclass as a final, then also this will give me error, because compile time error, because this sound makes animal sound is not final. So because sound final method cannot be overridden. Similarly, we can say this one must be final, and if I provide this is static, then also this will not be overridden. Let me show in the code. If I make this as a static method, then also you can say it will give not allowing me to override that same method, because instance methods cannot be overridden static method. So that's it. I hope this will help you understand, and you can do some coding practice at your end as well. Hope this will help you to understand this one of the OOPS concept, which is overriding using Java. If you like this video, please like this hit the like button, and please don't forget to subscribe this my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, good day.